Hi and welcome back. This vlog follows a subject I hope you don't have to worry about. It was suggested by a number of viewers and I think it's something worth thinking about, as to some people this is a very serious subject. Please, if you can, watch it to the end. For most of us, the worst thing that can happen to us on a trip is that we have a breakdown or we have some horrendous weather, but you really never know what is just around the corner. Just recently, some friends of mine who were all very keen campers have suffered from some very serious and very life-changing events. We all go through life thinking bad things only happen to somebody else, but when it happens a little closer to home, to friends or family, then it can be a bit of a wake-up call. I regard myself as fit as a fiddle, but even I have aches and pains from time to time. And even if you are in your 20s, trust me, you're getting older too. Now, should the unthinkable happen, I'd like to think that I could adapt and carry on enjoying life much the way as I have done, and indeed carry on camping. Now, it would be very wrong of me to spout lyrical about the problems that people suffer who have mobility issues or disabilities. So today I've asked other people to come along and to talk about the problems they face in just doing the things that we enjoy from day to day.
Hi, my name is Sally and I have a condition, muscular dystrophy, which I was diagnosed with in my late 20s. I've had plenty of treatment, about 14 ops at the moment, to correct and relieve my pain. That being said, I've not let my condition define who I am. I've always been into motorbikes and camping, doing Stonehenge, Glastonbury, Kent Custom Show and the Isle of Man. So I've always enjoyed that aspect of my life, and I don't want that to change. We've had to adapt from, sleeping on airbeds on the ground, and we now have a caravan so we can still enjoy getting out and about, travelling. In the past, we have used campsites where disabled toilets have been provided, but these are simply add-ons to existing buildings. They've been great for their amenities, but not a lot of thought sometimes given to getting there, where the place, the ground, the conditions you have to travel to get to these blocks. I've seen many wonderful families caring for their youngsters or elderly relatives in these facilities, but the majority of us value our independence and would just like to be able to do things for ourselves without burdening others or being seen as anything other than what we are as a person. Nobody has the same issues, and I don't like the term disability. Most of us, it's a mobility issue. So simple changes can make life a lot easier. Designated camping spots for parking, flat well drained pitches, and essentially is electric hookup for wheelchairs and scooters, and the ability to fetch water without having to carry it a long way. And the biggest one is put toilets in a spot where we can get to them easily.
That was Sally, who enjoys her trips away in her caravan with her husband and family. But what if you travel alone? Let me introduce you to Queenie.
Hi, my name's Queenie, and as you can see, I have got, probably an invisible disability, but I have a need for a scooter. Today, Dave has asked me to have a chat with you about how I manage camping with my physical disability. We'll start there. And so the first thing for me generally is parking reasonably close, but not too close to the toilet. There's people tramping in and out all day and night, and I quite like my peace and quiet. Also, no steps, no really steep hills, that kind of thing. But often what I find is, because I'm already in a camper van, the places that I park up have to have level ground anyway, and so that deals with some of that almost automatically. Lots of places are, that are designated for motorhomes are quite flat. The next thing that occurs to me is that it's very useful to find some places where you can use an electrical hookup, because my scooter, for example, and my old ambulance here, Duffy, we need to charge up things like the leisure batteries and the battery on the scooter, because what that does is extends my ability to enjoy other things that are around.
Yes, people do visit towns and cities on their trips, but the coast and the countryside offer a complete new set of challenges. So here's Mickey to talk about a few of those.
Hiya, my name's Mick. As you can see, I have mobility issues. At the countryside or the coast, things can be a little tough. We're not as organised here as in the towns. A lot of the buildings are very old, so they can't be adapted. Pavements, most of them, you can't get up and down. In some places you can, but in some places there isn't even any pavements at all, which makes it very awkward trying to get from place to place. Paths in the countryside. I'm on a path now. It starts off very nice, hard surface. You go, or try and go through the first gate. The next 2 fields are just grass. So you've gone on to what you can get through to what you can't. Slightly bit of damp and you're struggling. Some of these places have gates, but the gates are very difficult to open. If the catch is too awkward, or the actual handle is too tall, you're trying to reach up, pull across. In some places the ramp going up to the gate, you start to roll backwards because you can't get. They're made for able-bodied people. Nobody takes into consideration the disabled. And a lot of these places, the gates no longer need to be there.
Fortunately, we live in enlightened times, and many places have put in a lot of effort to provide better access for people with mobility issues. Imagine trying to push a wheelchair across a beach. Well, Barmouth Town Council realised this and have come up with the most marvellous of solutions.
Hello, my name's Robert Williams. I'm currently the Mayor of Barmouth and a member of Barmouth Town Council. At Barmouth Beach now, we provide 2 beach wheelchairs. They're free to use. You can book them for 3-hour slots. They're arranged through the Harbour Master's office, and there are signs on the beach with the phone numbers so you can contact them directly and book your slot and get the use of them absolutely free. So through the council, my father used to be involved in disability access groups, and so I was aware of all the connotations with access for the disabled, and I'd seen beach wheelchairs available in Shell Island and beaches on the Llŷn Peninsula through a charity called Wheelie Pete, run by Peter Reid. So I approached the council at a meeting and asked if we could do something as a council and try and get a beach wheelchair for Barmouth. The council were very receptive to it, so we got the green light and went ahead. I had discussions with Gwynedd Council, the Maritime Department of Barmouth, and we came to an agreement that if the town council would provide a beach wheelchair, then they would provide a second one and they would manage the use of it. So in addition to getting the chairs for the beach, we also have a Facebook page. It's called Barmouth Beach Wheelchair. So if you'd like to take a look at that, there's details on how you can get them to use. There's also the phone numbers you need. And we like people to share their pictures if they've come here and enjoyed using the chair. It's nice when they send us their photos and we can post them on our page so that other people be aware that the facility is available here.
Well, finally, to sum up, please give a thought to those people with mobility issues. You know, don't park on pavements. Keep out of those designated disabled bays. You never know, one day that might be you. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found today's vlog informative, and please give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be back very, very soon. Bye for now.